What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Try to keep these videos more consistent and try to make more videos for you guys, if it's entertaining or not. But lately I've been seeing like a significant loss on my views, and I don't get the same amount of views that I used to get. And I don't know why is that, but I still try to make videos for you guys, and also try to express myself, and you know just try to like get my words out there for you guys too. Some of the younger ones who are listening to my videos. So, but yeah, man, my today's topic is gonna be about always getting tested, and always getting always like people trying you and all that stuff. I've been getting tested, and I've been getting tried on like so many times for so long that it's not even funny, honestly. Like, ever since I was a kid, I always felt like this world had something against me. And I felt like everybody was hating me. They had some type of like vendetta against me. They had like some type of issues with me. So I always always like always felt that way. And this is one of the reasons why I never wanted to interact with people. I never wanted to have a lot of friends. I never wanted to have social circle and all that stuff. So this is why I guess like I've grown up alone and isolated. But I try my best. I try to socialize. I try to do all that crap, but it got me nowhere. It got me like it literally got me rejected, heartbroken, humiliated, and laughed at. So I haven't seen any point of like trying anymore with people, because there's no point. A guy like me, I'm not the most dominant guy. I'm not the most richest guy. I'm not the most like skilled guy out here. And I guess like that's one of the reasons why like I don't have no success with people. And also I'm guessing like it's because of my physical appearance, and it's because of my face that I'm getting treated that way. Because obviously people treat you the way you look first, because like people are so judgmental. People always judge you based on how you look. And if you don't look good, then they're not gonna treat you good. And that's just how it is, bro. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. Both of them are gonna treat you the same. And it's just crap, man. This life is crap for somebody like me. And it's just like I'm in my mid-30s, and I never felt that I was wanted. I never felt like I was welcomed. I never felt like somebody genuinely wanted to be around me without like without me feeling that they want something, or they want to use me, or something like that. But it just sucks, man. It just sucks. And there's no escaping. I can't do nothing about it. And also I try my best to change myself. I try my best to not let it bother me. You know, a lot of people say like, oh, you shouldn't let these stuff bother you and all that stuff, but it's always in your face. You know, when something is always in your face, you can't ignore it. You know, you go outside, you already know what's gonna happen. You go outside, you see all these people, all these NPCs, all these zombies. You know, they're trying you, they're mugging you, they're mean mugging you, they give you dirty looks, you know, they test you, and it's not a fun life. You know, it's really not a fun life to live like this. You know, every day you get tested, every day you get like people trying you, every day like people trying to make you more miserable than you already are. And you just want to live your life. You know, you just want to live your life, you just want to stay away from people, you just want to stay away from drama. But these people have no problem bring drama to your life. You know, these people have no problem like make you like feel less than and shatter your confidence and self-esteem. And this is why I don't like people. You know, this is why I hate people. Like the other day I was hanging out with this girl and I went to this place and I saw like a couple of guys that were like mean mugging me, and you know, they were like looking at me like, you better watch your girl, otherwise I'm gonna like fucking steal it from you. You know, that kind of stare. You know, they were like staring me down. And just because I was with her, I didn't want to say anything because like I didn't want to escalate, like I didn't want to create problems. I just wanted to, you know, just enjoy that day, you know, and not let it ruined by some losers, you know, because that's what their goal is. You know, their goal is to ruin my day. So and my goal was to like prevent it, you know, prevent it as much as I can, you know. So this is why I ignore it, you know, because they will enjoy seeing me, you know, that my day is getting ruined. They would enjoy seeing me not having fun, you know. And so yeah, man, that's just one of the examples. You know, there are like plenty of times I went outside and I've seen like all these motherfuckers like stare me down, you know, and for whatever reason, you know, for some of them they just wanted to like act cocky or act arrogant, you know, or they try to fight me or something, you know, all these crap. But I don't want like nothing to do with these people, you know. I don't want nothing to do with these people. I don't have problem with none of them. I haven't done nothing to none of these people. But for whatever reason, you know, they just see my physical appearance and they think like they can do whatever and they can get away with it. And that's another thing, you know. It sucks if you're not tall enough, you know, if you're not big enough, if you're not built enough, you know what I'm saying? I'm only 175 pounds, so I guess like everybody thinks like they can knock me out, and everybody think like they can take me out, you know. And so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. At this point, I try to not let it bother me, but at the same time bothers me, you know. But I guess like all I can do is try to ignore it and maybe carry some type of like a tool or weapon just in case, you know, because you never know. Like people are crazy, you know. People are crazy these days. And they don't want to see you happy, you know. So I guess like I'm just going to carry something with me all the time. So just in case if things go down, at least I have something to, you know, protect myself. You know, I feel bad for other guys that go into this too. You know, they just want to live their lives, and you know, like all these mofos try to make their lives difficult and destroy their happiness. And it's just like none of us deserve this, man. None of us deserve this. Like all these normies, you know, they're looking at us like all weird and shit, you know, just because they don't like us. And you know, they just take a one glance at us and they just want to like, you know, try us. You know, they think like we can't defend ourselves, or we're not gonna do anything about it, if they do something, or nobody's gonna be on our side. And maybe nobody's gonna be on our side. Maybe everybody's gonna be their side because they're normies, and we're like doomers. So maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why they're confident enough to do shit like that. But what I'm saying is that I'm whenever I go outside, I try to avoid people as much as possible. I'm not talking to anybody unless like I need to. Like if I go to store, and sometimes I go to store even though if I can't find something, I just look for I just look into it for the entire store. Like I go to this entire stores, to the entire sections, to find that whatever I want, instead of like asking somebody. That's how much I try to avoid people. And you know so basically, I don't talk to people because I know what's gonna happen. Because last time I went to CVS. I tried to buy some I was trying to buy some flip-flops from there. And I couldn't find them. And I finally asked this guy, and the way he responded to me looked like, you know he just literally like saying like, all right, now get the fuck out of here. No, it's right there, now get the fuck out, like that. He didn't tell me to get the fuck out, but he was like, it's on aisle 6, like that. So he said it's on aisle 6, and he just walked away. So I mean, if you're a guy in this position, nobody's gonna respect you. Nobody's gonna value you. Nobody's gonna take you seriously. That's the problem, man. That's the problem I have with people. Like, everybody says like, oh, everyone is equal and all that stuff, regardless of your looks and your height and your race and all that stuff. That's a bunch of crap, man. That's a bunch of crap. Because if you look a certain way, and if you're at a certain race or something, and if you walk a certain way, if you carry yourself a certain way, man, don't expect none of these people to respect you. Don't expect none of these people to take you seriously. And that's just how it is, man. We can't live our lives the way we want to. We have to live our lives the way like media tells us, or the way this world want us to live. So it's like we're in the society, but we're in the prison of society. And the prison is the media, the normies, and the society, man. And it's just like I don't know, man. I don't know. I just and then a lot of people telling me like, oh, this guy doesn't smile. This guy just walk around all angry and pissed off and all that stuff. I'm not walking around angry and pissed off. I just try to avoid people. That's why I don't like people. I don't like people in my face. I don't like nobody to talk to me when I'm going out. I just want to go out, do my shit, and just get out of there. I don't want nobody to have a conversation with me. I don't want, because like every time they have a conversation with me, it's like they just try to find something, or they're trying to ask something to get me triggered, or they try to like piss me off. That's the thing. People always try to piss me off. And with the way they're asking something, or the way they're talking and all that crap, they just try to piss me off. And I don't want to get into a fight or altercation with these random ass people every time. So that's why I'm just like avoiding people. That's if I have to interact with everybody, I have to fight everybody. That's how it is. That's just how it is. So that's why I'm just like avoid them altogether, because I can't really relate to them. The way they talk, their mindset is totally different than mine. I cannot fit in with these people, and I just like, I don't see myself being friends with them or anything like that. It looks like I live in a totally different planet than these people. But we're just like walking on this earth, gotta deal with each other. But I don't know, man. If you guys You know, if you guys have similar situations, let me know. And also, people love to like bully people in my situation. You know, they love to like uh you know group up with together against me and all that. So it's just like it's not worth it, man. It's not worth this hassle. And people say like, oh, if you're short, just get jacked. I'm like, that doesn't do shit. That's not gonna do shit, bro. If I get jacked, guess what? I'm still short. Okay? It doesn't mean shit, bro. So, and the funny thing is, if I get mad, I'm gonna be that short, angry, bitter, uh, bitter guy, you know? And everybody else gonna like enjoy their time, you know? Why they see me like all pissed off and mad and angry, you know? So, if you don't have the best social skills, don't talk to people, bro. I'm just saying, if you're already old and you don't have social skills, don't try to communicate with these people, bro. These people are just like something else, man. Ever since like the COVID hit, everybody's like so pissed off. Everybody's so arrogant. Everybody's so selfish. Everybody's just act like a, you know, everybody's just act like a robot, bro. And you know, you didn't want to be friends with these people anyway, you know. But I'm gonna leave it right here. So you guys let me know if you guys experience something like this. And you know, actually let me know what are your experiences was, you know, because I know it's not gonna be bright, you know, I know it's not gonna be the great experience. But you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys on the next one.